I'm Jacqueline here, and today I'm going to be talking about the introduction of health effects on caffeine. Caffeine is a common stimulant which helps us stay awake and alert. It is found in everyday beverages such as coffee, tea, chocolate, soft drinks, and even energy drinks. According to the US Food and Drug Administration (FDA), many adults consume caffeine daily because it makes them feel more energized and focused. Since it is affordable and easily available, many people drink it without thinking much about its possible side effects. Caffeine works by binding adenosine receptors in the brain. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter responsible for making us feel more sleepy and relaxed. When caffeine suppresses its effects, we will feel more alert instead of tired. Some studies also suggest that moderate caffeine intake may help reduce the risk of certain diseases. However, excessive caffeine consumption may lead to negative effects. Reports from the Mayo Clinic state that high intake may cause increased blood pressure, pancreatic issues, and even physical dependence. Withdrawal symptoms may also occur when an individual suddenly reduces their intake. Therefore, while caffeine has its own benefits, it is important to understand and control our consumption to protect our overall health.
Good afternoon, madam. My name is Yasmin, and I will be presenting on the purpose of our chosen topic. So, based on what Jacqueline has presented, and based on what most of us know, caffeine is one of the most widely consumed substances in the world, as it is commonly found in our daily drinks such as coffee, tea, matcha, soft drinks, and even energy drinks. And these drinks are especially consumed by university students like us and working individuals. This is because we tend to rely on caffeine in order to stay awake and stay alert and be productive in times such as, for instance, when we have exams or assignments that is due, we need that focus in order to perform well. So according to Mayo Clinic in 2023, moderation in consuming caffeine could help improve mental focus and temporarily reduce fatigue. However, excessive caffeine intake could lead to health effects. Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health has stated that excessive caffeine intake could lead to anxiety, sleep disturbance, and even increased heart rate. So our aim in this presentation is to present both benefits and the risk of caffeine consumption, and on top of that, we would want to raise awareness and encourage responsible intake to individuals that consume it.
Hi, my name is Filza, and now I'll be explaining about the positive effect of caffeine. Many individuals depend on caffeinated drinks like coffee or tea to kickstart their day. Caffeine is what makes us feel refreshed and mentally sharp. According to the Cleveland Clinic, caffeine acts as a natural stimulant that increases alertness, improves focus, and boosts energy levels. Research from the National Library of Medicine also shows that caffeine enhances attention, improves reaction time, and reduces mental fatigue, especially in high-pressure situations. This explains why many of the students drink coffee while studying or preparing for exams. In fact, Viral Health also reports that nearly 80% of adults worldwide consume caffeine daily to stay productive and focused. Beyond short-term performance, caffeine may also support long-term brain health. Studies by Ikram and colleagues suggest that caffeine has protective effects on brain cells, which may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Eating well also highlights that regular coffee or tea consumption may help to maintain memory function and lower the risk of cognitive decline as we age. Besides its cognitive benefits, caffeine can also improve physical performance. The Cleveland Clinic explains again that caffeine reduces the feelings of tiredness and also increases endurance, which is why many of the athletes consume it before they start to do their workouts. When taken in moderate amounts, caffeine not only provides instant energy but may also contribute to long-term mental and physical well-being. That's all from me. Now I'll pass the presentation to Farah.
Ladies and gentlemen, in today's topic, I'll be explaining the negative effect of caffeine. Before I begin, do you know that according to the Food and Drug Administration in 2024, most adults can safely consume about 400 milligrams of coffee per day, which is about 2 or 3 12-ounce cups of coffee. However, excessive intakes of caffeine is very dangerous and can negatively affect our physical health. One of the most physical effects is sleep disruption. In a study by Chaudhry and colleagues in 2016, it was mentioned that higher daily caffeine consumption was associated with increased symptoms of insomnia, including difficulty falling asleep and shorter sleep duration. This is very concerning because poor sleep does not only cause fatigue but also weakens the immune system, reduces concentration, and affect our long-term health condition. For students, lack of sleep may reduce their academic performance and productivity. My second point is excessive caffeine intake can affect digestive system. Why did I say so? According to Nehli in 2022 in the journal titled Nutrients, it was mentioned that caffeine stimulates gastric acid production and affect gastrointestinal activity. The review also explains that increase in stomach acid has been associated with symptoms such as heartburn, stomach discomfort, and nausea in some individuals. Therefore, continuous high intake of caffeine can worsen the existing digestive condition and affect an individual's daily functioning.
Caffeine. That single word is the reason many of us feel energized in the morning. But it is also a chemical powerful enough to alter our brain activity and heart rate within minutes. I'm Anis. Moving on to the next part, I'll be explaining about the scientific effects of caffeine on our heart and mental health. Scientifically, caffeine enhances alertness of a consumer by inhibiting the effect of adenosine in the brain. You guys must be wondering, right? What is adenosine actually? Adenosine is the neurotransmitter that responsible to promote sleep and make us feel calm every day. When the adenosine receptor are being blocked by the caffeine, the feeling of sleepiness are being reduced, and at the same time, our brain will increase the production of adrenaline, which is the fight or flight hormone. This fight or flight hormone will causes our heart to beat faster than usual, and the blood vessel will constrict. Hence, our blood pressure also will rise. Certain individuals may also experience palpitation due to overstimulation of the heart electrical activity. According to the American College of Cardiology in 2024, the result found that 19.6 participants consumed more than 400 grams of caffeine, which translate to 4 cups of coffee, 10 soda drinks, and also 2 energy drinks. This may lead to sustained increase in blood pressure and heart rate. Hence, the risk of getting cardiovascular disease might be increasing in the long term. As there are also studies that shows in Malaysia, caffeine intake among students are very, very common. A study published by the Malaysian Journal of Public Health Medicine also reported that 98.5% of medical students consume caffeine and 16.8% of the students experience anxiety symptoms. Excess caffeine causes the stress hormone in the body of the student to increase, which called cortisol. When cortisol increases in our body, this may cause and may lead to restlessness, insomnia, and also panic-like symptoms.
Hi, my name is Adila Noor, and I'm going to talk about the conclusion for this topic. In conclusion, caffeine really is a double-edged sword. For many of us, it plays a significant role in our daily life, especially as students who rely on it to stay alert and focused. As we've seen, caffeine has its benefits when it's consumed in a safe amount. As for example, it can improve our alertness, reduce fatigue, and also support our physical performance. However, When caffeine is overly consumed, it can lead to negative health effects, such as insomnia, anxiety, and also rapid heartbeats. It can also affect our heart and mental health, especially for those who react more to its effect. Um, Therefore, the main takeaway for this is being more aware of what we're consuming and how it responds to us personally. By being more aware of our daily intake and understanding how our body responds to it, we can avoid unwanted health risk.